Hi guys, just a flip through or a quick chat about Nik the Booksmith's Deserted Island Challenge. This is my contribution, so hopefully you like it and you might get a few ideas if you're going to join the challenge. I'll link her challenge video below so you can get all the details, and she's also got a playlist so you can get some ideas. It's great if you're just starting out, but it's also really challenging if you've been doing it for a while because you're limited to your things. So just very quickly, you're allowed 4 basics and 4 choices, so 8 things altogether to make the journal. I'll tell you a bit about what I chose before we get started. If you want to skip ahead that part, just skip a few minutes and then you can see the book being flipped through. I found this quite challenging because I'm used to getting everything straight and I didn't choose a ruler, so I had to fold and tear, and I've been wanting to do that sort of thing for a while, but it's way outside my comfort zone. So yeah, I really liked doing it because it forced me to do that sort of thing, which I don't normally. I normally like my trimmer, like everything perfectly straight. Even though it's a junk journal, it shouldn't matter. I just haven't let that go yet. So this was a really good chance to let this go. So thanks, Nik, for putting this challenge together. And yeah, so basics, we were allowed 4 basics, and they were the paper. I chose tea-dyed paper. You're allowed as much paper as you like. You're allowed a glue, and I chose Fabrifix because I think it's a great all-rounder, really strong and does anything that you want it to do. Paper to paper, fabric to books, blah blah. And scissors, I chose a little pair of snips. Really good scissors these are for cutting around things, but not so good for straight lines, but I sacrificed that to be able to do, wasn't really worried about these being blunt, so I wasn't going to use my good fabric scissors, for instance. So I chose these, and needle and thread. I chose black baker's twine and a really big needle, because I thought that would be like a awl. Now, I can't find the needle right now, but yeah, I've got the needle. You get the idea. So black baker's twine because it's thick, but also you could make it thinner if I wanted to going along. I didn't end up doing that, but yeah. Then you're allowed 4 choices, and my 4 choices were the book cover, which is this beautiful little book that I was given from a friend just recently, and I knew when I did the journal out of this I would want to keep the cover, so that was perfect because I could leave it plain. And it still looks really nice. I did end up putting these fabric squares on it though because I needed to cover up the label because I actually put the book upside down. Yeah, so let's flick through. Oh, I'll just tell you quickly that I chose paper, a 12 by 12 sheet of Tim Holtz paper. It's got all these images on the front. I thought they were really colourful at first, but when I cut them up they weren't that colourful, so yeah, anyway, it worked with the material I chose. And then on the back it's a dictionary sort of collage with a lot of little words and things. I don't know if you can see that because I haven't got one of those fancy cameras to be able to do that, but give it a go. Yeah, so there's words like amusement and curiosity, etc., so I was able to use them throughout the book, which was fun. And yeah, so that's that. And I chose fabric, the book cover of course, and fabric, and this is some curtain fabric. There's not much left of it, so I can't show you the rest of it because you were limited to the piece you chose, so I just chose enough to cover the book if I was going to cover it, and no more. And yeah, so that's that. And I chose ink because I can't really draw, or draw pictures, or yeah, so I chose ink so that I could ink up all the edges and yeah, have that option. So that was my choices, and here's the book. The book is, like I said, just the cover is plain, both the front and the back. It's about traveller's size wide, and it's about 7 inches tall, just in case you're interested in that. And then in the inside I've covered just the inside with fabric. I've used a hidden binding, but I've used a reinforced scrapbooking paper out of the paper because I was trying to not cover that with but it didn't work. Anyway, I used doubled up ordinary paper behind that to give it strength, and then did the hidden binding. Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah, so this is just a pocket. I've done some stitching with the seam binding because I'm used to using my sewing machine, so I felt like it needed something, and yeah, not the best sewer in the world, but there you go. Then I have made some tags out of doubled up paper, just glued that together, put some fabric on the top. That's fabric with some some baker's twine, and then I hope I didn't say seam binding before, I meant baker's twine. And this is just a tag, but it is the on the back there is the definition for curiosity, which I think's quite cool. Goes along with the junk journal theme, I think, and being stuck on a deserted island with just your 8 things and hopefully a lot more besides, but anyway. The word amusement is there too on the collage for the front of the pocket, if you can see that. Then I've just got another tag here with some more stitching and just some bits of scrap made into tags. Nothing exciting written on those. Then I just used scrapbook paper ripped and torn, and just to sort of give that washi tape look. So same there, and just a bit of fabric there. This is a fold out, just with a bit of collage there with some of the scrapbook paper. And then this is a pocket with a tab, and that's just a piece of the material glued onto the front with some extra journaling space. And then some more sort of washi going on there, paper washi. Same here, a little bit of a collage there. And this has the word text hand there. So it was just the heading for this part here where it's got a hand font text there. This is a pocket with some extra, oh, it's a tag. So I made that out of some super grungy paper and just put some paper on there for the tag topper. It's just a strip of material, give it some interest, and that is that word carte postale. Some more decoration with the fabric, and that's the word intellect, just there. Then that's the number 8, which is quite a lucky number for me and my husband. We met in August, so I like that number. We use it in our lotto tickets. Here's some flip tags, and I did some stitching on this fabric collage. It's a flip out, and more just collage. Bit of fabric up there, and this pocket I just, the little bits and pieces that were left, I just cut them into little squares and inked them and made the pocket. This is just one of those folded envelopes for extra journaling. And plain. Now to get that lined up as straight as I could, I used my needle, and I put the signature together, poked my holes as you normally do, but I used the carpet on the floor for my give at the back, because I figured I maybe not allowed to use any kind of book or anything. Then I had my holes well visible, and I lined that up with the back of the binding and poked the hole down like that, using the holes as my guide and my straight edge as a guide. And it's not quite straight, but it's pretty close. I'm happy with it. So I did the same for the other side and lined this edge up after I'd poked my holes and had them showing through. And then I lined it up with the edge of that one, and then poked the hole there, there and there, and then went ahead and sewed it in. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps anybody else that's trying to do blind hidden binding, blind without a ruler, you know, and no template. And then that's just plain because I was running out of things, and this is just some more paper washi, little collage, and I made those hearts just by cutting, no, didn't bring that along either, but I used the that as a stamp to make just some texture in my plain paper, and made some little hearts and put them through the book. And I also used that as a little template, stamped it to make the thumb hole there. Some collage on that pocket. That's the word flourish. And a bit more washi, bit of fabric on there, lay it onto some paper, and this is one of those grungy tags. This is kind of thick anyway because it's on art paper, and that one kind of turned out a little bit marbly. Quite liked it, so I'm glad I made a tag out of it. And another one of those hearts. Could not do any more than hearts. Not that clever to make little hand cut butterflies and things like I've seen a couple of the other ladies do. And this is just a little tag doubled over again and glued. This fabric glue is so cool, it can do anything. Super strong too. And that's just a tuck. That's a tuck, and that word there is en vente, and I believe that's on sale. That's what my daughter, who takes French lessons, told me, so hopefully that's right. Some more paper there, and a tuck with an envelope, just a random piece there, more decoration up the top, some material and paper, some random ripped up paper, again a fabric tab there, envelope here with a very roughly cut thumb hole. And this beautiful pattern here is from my tray when I'm using the when I'm tea dyeing the paper and baking it in the oven. Here's just the word memory, and here we go as a tuck, and some more of that sort of natural templating going on there from the tray, and plain. And then the last word on the back page is forgive, because this was actually a ripped page. I ripped it by accident while I was trying to tear it, and I needed to fix it, so I just layered that on top of it. And forgive, forgive your mistakes. I made a few mistakes while I was making this, so I needed to let that go, and yeah, forgive others for their little mistakes too, because nobody's perfect, but look how cute imperfect things can be. So here you go, there it is, and really, really, really loved the challenge. I'm looking forward to getting back to trimming paper with a trimmer though, and yeah, thanks for watching guys. Hope you got something out of this video, and yeah, thanks Nick for the challenge. Bye!